Hey guys, JayKrawls here. Want to do a little comparison video, the Boar and the Boar 2. As far as its design, looks almost the same. Paint job is just a little bit different. You got some teeth on the front of the new Boar 2 and some flames on the side. You also have, on the original one, it just has some stripes on the wings. So they got a little more creative with the artwork. As far as the shots are almost all the same. It's just some of the patterns are different, and the stats have changed just slightly. We'll look at those. But the noticeable difference that you see in its defense is the Boar 2 only takes 65% of crushing damage, which just so happens to be the Ancient Sentinel. His melee arm does crushing damage, and also the frag, that you might fight up against, can do crushing damage. So I think this was a good unit that they decided to put together to help you out with the Ancient Sentinel a little bit, and also that you could fight those players who have the frags. So, but it takes the same piercing damage, but they reverse the fire damage and the crushing damage, just opposite. You also see that immunities. The original Boar was immune to being frozen, whereas the Boar 2 can be frozen, but it doesn't take fire DOT damage. They've also added the freeze damage here, which only takes 90% of that. So, whereas the original Boar doesn't have any defenses against that, because it really wasn't out when that was going on. So, if you're looking at the new Boar here, the effects are also different. Whereas the original Boar, the effects are fire damage. Here, the effects of this is poison damage, 75% chance, which is nice at cutting through some of the armor, just like fire does. It cuts through the armor. It's really nice to have. So that is a bonus too. Its armor piercing is 80%, where the original Boar's armor piercing is at 85%. So that's a little bit different. As far as the crits, it's the same. The reload time, everything. In this first shot, both of those do piercing damage and can hit the same, pretty much the same thing. The original Boar has a little bit higher offense than the new Boar does. And also, if you look right here, it's the same as far as the starting damage, but its maximum damage, you can see on the original Boar is increased just a little bit. So they've taken off its max just a little bit and lowered the offense just a little bit, so it won't be quite as deadly of a unit. And you can also see that the DOT damage. But on this first armor-piercing shot, the original Boar, there was no chance of fire damage, whereas this one, it does have the chance to give poison damage. What I was talking about earlier is fire damage. It's on the second shot, the incendiary shot. This one has a 30% chance of getting poison, where this one, 30% fire damage. So that is a nice incentive right here, that there's a good chance that you're going to do some DOT damage, which kind of is really nice, especially on those tanks, because you may not one-shot kill it, but then it may die just because of that poison effect after the fact. So that's one nice thing about it. Also, they've reduced the health just a little bit at max. They've taken, the armor is pretty much the same all the way through, but its health, the original Boar goes up to 380, where the new one stops at 350. And of course, the SP is gone up to rank this guy up to 8 and 9. The other notable, really the notable difference is the heal time. If you look here, the heal time in Advanced 10 Hospital is 1 hour and 48 minutes for the original Boar, which is really nice because it didn't take that long to heal. Or if you just want to spend 2 nanopods and get that guy out of the repair bay really quickly, that's nice to have. And it only costs 210 iron and 90 oil. Well, this guy almost doubles the time with 3 hours and 36 minutes. It cost 300 iron and 120 oil, which the iron and the oil, that's not bad, but the time there. So basically, you'd need to spend 4 nanopods to get that out of the hospital really quickly. So that's gonna take a lot of people make them a little bit more hesitant about speeding it up to get it out of the hospital. So anyway, this is the units that you see here. The 3 units you got from the boss strike is the C-17 Mammoth. You got another UH-1B, and then you've got the Boar 2, which the UH-1B, if you got this unit, don't count it out. It's a great anti-aircraft unit. It's good for one-shot killing a lot of anti-air units, but you may not have noticed that in this boss strike because planes that have heavy armor on it, it just cuts through the armor the first shot, but the second shot it definitely take it out. Now in other boss strikes, which critter boss strikes and other things where the air units don't have armor, beautiful. One-shot kills every time. I usually have one in the back just to take out those pesky anti-air units right off the bat. And their shots. I'll show you. This is the shot of the anti-air shot. But if I had on its other land shot, which is right here, the ground attack, it hits a similar pattern that you see on the Mega Tank with its special ability shot. Like basically two plus patterns on the board kind of connected to each other. Where in the new Boar, you'll see it's like they added a third plus sign to it. So it just added another space to it so that you could hit a larger portion of the board. So all around nice unit. The second shot that you get right here, the incendiary shots, it costs 25, I believe it's 25 nanopods to unlock that shot. Totally worth it. Helps you take out whatever unit on the front row that you wanted to take out, and it'll also hit the other units behind it. So very good shot. Don't count that out. All right, just using this guy. This is the original Boar here. Still, both of those take a warm-up time of 1. This guy's ready to go here, and I want to shoot. And one-shot kill, which is nice. Okay, so now this is the shot on the original Boar, which you see how it can take out those pesky units that behind it, whereas this shot will only take a single unit. So I'll use it over here. And see, that's very nice. Takes out those units, and I'm quite happy. Now they're going to kill my unit. Just great. Alright, so here's the new unit here, and let's see if it does. The damage does decrease as it goes back. If this unit was on the second row, it would have liked to killed it. And also this this unit on the front row has a lot more armor than the garbage truck, so it didn't completely kill it. Plus, this is rank 7, where my other Boar is rank 8. So that's just a little bit different. Let's look at its plus shot pattern here. Kind of unique, but can do pretty decent damage against units, so not a bad unit to have. Let's shoot the second one here. And you see you got the poison damage, which almost took it out that time completely, so that's really nice to have. And the UH-1B has this shot that you can unlock for nanopods, which isn't too bad a shot. Can do some damage, especially if things are almost, if they're already weakened, take it out. So, well, these units are waiting for a reloading time. This shot here, which is the flame shot, it's nice to have. So those guys are waiting to reload. Anyway, if you've got one of the Boar 2s is a really nice unit to have. If you don't have one, I'm sorry you missed out on it for this boss strike. It was a very tough boss strike. Push your army harder and fight longer and stronger, and see if you can put up the points to get yourself either in a better guild or to help your guild to get where you want to. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how many of those Boars you have and the Boar 2s you have, so everybody can be jealous of what you have. Alright guys, peace out.